What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome here today to another reaction video. This one is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be Colin Cowherd ranking the best teammates of LeBron James's career. So the reason I think this is interesting because I am curious to see who he's going to put at 1. I'm going to guess it's going to be Anthony Davis, but obviously it's going to be between Dwayne Wade or AD. Kyrie will be probably in the top 3, maybe Bosh right outside there, and then Love will maybe make the top 5. I'm trying to think like who will be like from 5 to 10. Are we going to see some Big Z action, some Larry Hughes? I don't know. I don't know who we're going to see. Is JR going to be at 10? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, without further ado, we can get into this and then we'll talk about his picks. And obviously, if you enjoy these videos, drop a thumbs up. And yeah, we can get into this.
LeBron's had a lot of different teammates. And who are the people that he's really relied on or who have been with him briefly but delivered? The 8 best teammates in LeBron's career, which is now 17 years, I would say, would be Ray Allen. Now, they only played together for 2 years.
Okay, so he did his top 8. Ray Allen, obviously at the end of his career, played his last years there in Miami, I believe. Okay, I'm interested to see who's in front of Ray Allen, and we'll see who was left off the list.
But he averaged 10 points off the bench, and he made the most three-pointers by any Heat player in those 2 years. He, of course, hit the legendary basket to save the second championship for Miami. So that shot is a big part of LeBron's legacy. Now, it should be noted, he didn't always play a lot of minutes. He was at the very end of his career, and he was only 2 years with LeBron, not 4 in Miami. But he makes the list, and LeBron's played with a lot of guys. The list this morning was 25 guys. I put him on the list because of that shot and because he was a very good, reliable bench player as the league was really becoming a three-point league.
All right, I'm trying to think like who's going to be in front of him. There's definitely going to be somebody I'm obviously missing, but Anthony Davis, like not in order, Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love. So that means there's 2 more players in between that I don't know who they could be. I don't think we're going to see some Mario Chalmers or Mike Miller. I think we got the 3-point specialist guy. So are we going to see Tristan Thompson? I don't know. Oh, we might see technically Brandon Ingram or Lonzo Ball. Maybe we'll see Ingram.
He was the muscle. He was the muscle
Big
in
Z?
Cleveland, Tristan Thompson. He may
Thompson.
only average 8 points and 8 rebounds, but Kevin Love became more of a perimeter player, and he was the muscle on those teams. Remember, LeBron chose to keep him. They had the same agent. LeBron got him paid. They were always very close. And as Kevin Love came on, had some injuries, and often moved out, Tristan was the reliable guy in the middle. 4 straight final appearances with LeBron.
All right, so yeah, I don't know who 6 is going to be. I'm trying to think, like, is he going to put JR? There might be just somebody I'm completely missing. I don't know. I'll say Shaq.
Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Oh, Big Z, let's go. How did he pronounce his name?
Appearances with LeBron. Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Is that how you pronounce it? It's Zydrunas? I thought it was like, oh, maybe I don't know how to I probably don't know how to pronounce it.
A very underrated player.
Big Z.
Mr. Energy. He could match LeBron's energy up and down the floor. 8 combined seasons, 1 NBA final trip. Most games ever played with LeBron as a teammate. Did you know that? Is Zydrunas?
Guess that makes sense.
124 double-doubles. Cleveland had a lot of unique players. He was a big. He ran the floor. He was Bron's guy, and he was a pretty damn dependable guy for 8 years with LeBron. Kevin Love. Now we get into a Hall of Fame level player.
All right, so it's probably going to be Kevin Love, Chris Bosh, Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, Anthony Davis, or it depends who you put at 1, AD or Dwayne Wade.
Kevin was only with him for 4 years, but they were 4 final appearances.
Does Kevin Love make the Hall of Fame? I guess so. I mean, it's very easy. I wouldn't say it's easy to make the Hall of Fame, but it's a lot easier than the other sports to make the Basketball Hall of Fame rather than, especially the Baseball Hall of Fame. Kevin Love's won a championship, multiple time, probably All-NBA, All-Star. I mean, his days in Minnesota were phenomenal. Wouldn't say he was all that good in Cleveland if you based off his play in Cleveland. Don't think he's a finals or he's a Hall of Fame guy there, but the ring helps. He made his All-NBAs. I mean, he might get in. He probably will get in.
And he made 2 All-Stars. Kevin had to sacrifice a lot of his game. Remember, he was a 25-10 guy in Minnesota, and then he became more of a perimeter guy. He was one of the league's best rebounders when he came in the league, but LeBron didn't need him for that. He wanted him to clear space at the rim. But Kevin Love is also a bright, high-functioning guy. LeBron chose him, remember? They could have had the #1 pick in Wiggins. Remember? And they didn't want him. LeBron went out and wanted Kevin Love. He wanted somebody who could hit threes. LeBron saw the emerging importance of bigs who could score because LeBron was with Chris Bosh in Miami, who was a big who could shoot. So he went and got Kevin Love. Chris Bosh, who I think is a little better version of a Kevin Love.
I think it's debatable, but I mean, I think at the time when Miami got Chris Bosh and when Cleveland got Kevin Love, I think at those two specific times, I think Bosh was probably a slightly better player. Slightly, maybe. I mean, Kevin Love was phenomenal in Minnesota, but he never proved that he could win there. At least I'm pretty sure Toronto had some winning seasons with Bosh there, I think. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and I do apologize, so don't quote me on that. But I think I would put Bosh in front of Love. I think Bosh is also another interesting, will he make the Hall of Fame? Because obviously his career was shortened due to the blood clots, but he won 2 championships, multiple-time All-Star, All-NBA, was a nice pioneer for kind of spacing the floor as a power forward. But yeah, I think he's going to be close. And I mean, I would have loved to see Chris Bosh post-2014 because he definitely had at least 2 to 3 good years left. And it sucks that we didn't really get to see him in Miami with Wade and see what they could have done without LeBron because I think he retired in 2015, I think.
And they're both great players who were stars in Toronto and in Minnesota. I think Bosh's career was cut short because of an injury. Chris was a 4-time All-Star with LeBron, averaged 15-plus every year with LeBron. And it should be noted, could have easily, if he was a selfish player, averaged 25 with LeBron. LeBron and Bosh are the only players to average 7-plus rebounds during their 4-year run together, which is saying something because Chris often had to guard the others big. He was often away from the basket. He's number 4. Kyrie Irving is such a great finisher. He drives me nuts, but LeBron's got his Cleveland championship because of Kyrie and that jumper. He is a tremendous dual-handed.
I'm interested to see who he puts at 1. Let me know, who do you think is your best teammate for LeBron? Is it AD or is it Wade?
Finisher. I think for his size, he and Steph Curry are the best finishers in the league. He's remarkably gifted. Now, he's not consistent physically. He gets hurt. He can be a little flaky and drive you nuts. But you have to say this. 3 straight finals with LeBron, and he hit the shot after LeBron had the block. Kyrie hit the shot to win over the Warriors. Dwayne Wade was really the emotional.
Okay, so he's got 80 at 1. I think especially for I forgot they played on the Cavs together in 2018, but I think like Wade could have won MVP in 2010 and 2011, whatever, or especially in 2011 when I think Rose won it. Like he could have been in that combo as well. But I think obviously his better days were like 2006, 2007, and he was a little bit, because he took a slight backseat to LeBron. I think I'm okay with putting AD over Wade. Yeah, I think like Wade was probably going to have the better career, maybe, or is just like a better all-time player, especially at the moment. But AD like is basically not even in his prime yet. He's 26, 27 years old. He's about to maybe enter his prime, and he's going to get a lot, like LeBron's going to get a lot of talent with AD over these next couple of years. Wade was obviously like, he was 7 years, 8 years in the league. I mean, so was AD at the time. So, I mean, but Wade's knees were also giving out on him a lot throughout those years. So, I'm okay with AD above Wade, 100%. Let me know who you guys would have in the comments below.
Now, at the end of his run with LeBron, he struggled in back-to-back games. But remember, they set a new NBA record for longest winning streak in year 2. The energy was just insane. They won like 20. I forget what the number was.
Was it 28?
This was his best friend. He's the one that helped recruit him to Miami. And it really was the maturity of D. Wade to understand, I'm a little out of my prime. I'm going to step back. I'm going to let LeBron kind of run the show. I don't think a lot of players would do that. That was Wade County. I don't think a lot of guys have the self-awareness, the maturity, and the smarts to do that. But I'll tell you, the first 3 years, I felt it. The last year, they felt a little old. Years 2 and 3, they were so athletic and so dynamic and so won. And Wade's also one of my favorite people in league history. I think it's
number 1, KCP. No. JR? No. I would say probably Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. Now, D. Wade was great, but he was not in his prime. Remember, D. Wade was toward the tail end of it. Anthony Davis is in his prime. He has been remarkable in the bubble. He has been a monster. Now, like Kyrie, he's had some injury issues, but in their first finals together and bubble together, Anthony, I think, is the perfect fit, whereas Kyrie is a finisher like AD. Kyrie and LeBron weren't perfect fits because Kyrie resented the fact LeBron took the ball out of his hands. AD loves the fact he doesn't have to worry about that. Second highest scoring average, 29 points in NBA history behind Michael Jordan, minimum 10 games. So that's a pretty good 10 spot. Hi,
Yeah, I
everybody.
would
Thanks for
say. I
watching.
mean,
Subscribe.
yeah, he's had some great teammates. So that wasn't really 10th spot. I mean, like, he only gave 8 names. I wonder who the other ones that he was considering. Was it like a JR, or was it like a Larry Hughes or Delonte West or somebody like that? But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. I do have a Sporkle quiz video out tomorrow. It's a random one, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.